Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. Alright, well, some new information has just come out, and it really is starting to make me wonder what really is going on out there in space. And, I mean, especially on Earth, you've watched and you've even noted how the sightings of UFOs and strange activity is increasing, and it has been increasing, especially over the last few years. And we know the government has been hiding things. We know that NASA has hidden things. We know that they found things on their trips to the moon as well as their missions into space, things that they have not revealed, but small pieces that we have successfully uncovered throughout the years on channels like this one, allowed us to realize that there really is a big secret about space and what we really know about it and what's really going on out in it. So it turns out that DARPA, D-A-R-P-A, which stands for the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. And if you don't know already, DARPA is basically the instrument with which the military gets to test out and create all of their most imaginative and futuristic projects and inventions and weaponry and just the type of stuff that's just out there. And it's where they work on some really scary shit. I mean, the scary shit that the government works on, the stuff that you don't hear about, that's what happens at DARPA. They've been working on drone technology for years, robotics technology. I guarantee you that they'll have a line of Terminators out here in no time. Contact lenses that you can wear that will allow you to see in real time a computer screen right in front of your face, just like you would see in a lot of spy films, kind of like 007. But they have also secretly been drawn to space and the things that are in space, and they've taken, I've noticed, a much more heavier look at space, and their projects that they're working on have reflected that. And it's just come out that DARPA has shifted their focus to the defense of Earth from things out in space, and have released information on their website that basically these big military commanders from all over, working in coordination with DARPA, have plans and are revealing those plans for a holographic space command that will be able to monitor everything in space around Earth. So it's basically a high-tech space command that would allow our military to watch for and see instantly if there were to be an enemy heading toward the Earth. Now, if you remember a few years ago, and you may not, because DARPA can be pretty secretive about what they're working on, in 2011, their focus shifted toward space, and they began the creation of the Space Surveillance Telescope, or SST, which at that time was to be the world's strongest and coolest, basically, telescope that would allow them to see aliens walking around on Mars. I mean, that's how powerful this thing was. But basically strong enough to see alien activity on other planets. And of course, they say that they haven't spotted anything yet, but of course, we all know that they're going to say that. Now, the SST is mobile, and you're seeing an image of it here, courtesy of DARPA, and it's DARPA's latest and greatest ground-based advanced optical system for detection and tracking of faint objects in space, and has been employed for space defense missions. And according to Wikipedia, the program is designed to advance or expand space situational awareness to be able to quickly provide wide area search capability. So, and guess what? They've been testing this thing since 2011, and they recently moved it to Australia, where the system is going live this year and has already gone live. So they've shifted their focus towards space. They've created this massive alien hunting telescope, and now they've just revealed that, according to their own press release, this real-time space command and control will be the first effort to develop technologies to help Army commanders rapidly plan, assess, and execute a full spectrum of U.S. military operations in space. Now, let me say that once again. The program is aimed at developing technologies to help military commanders rapidly assess and execute U.S. military operations in space. Not on Earth, in space. Military operations in space. Now, of course, they say that they're going to be using this under the guise of searching for asteroids or comets that may be orbiting Earth, or possibly even enemy satellites. However, DARPA, and the U.S. government for that matter, does not shift its focus towards space and create this billion-dollar telescope, as well as this new holographic real-time space command, if they didn't have a true reason other than tracking asteroids or meteors or enemy satellites. We already have systems in place that do a pretty damn good job of tracking those things. And this new system would allow them to literally track everything that's around Earth, coming from the vast distances around Earth and out in space, farther than we will be able to see. So it seems as if they took this sudden shift to space and put their focus towards something in space, and they created this telescope so they could see what they were looking for. And now all of a sudden, they're developing a outer space defense system so they can track whatever it is in space that may be heading toward Earth that they found with their space surveillance telescope. So, I mean, you guys can hopefully read between the lines here, which you have to do. You have to look past the cover story that is being put out by the government, especially when it comes to the military and space, and especially when you have space and military combined, as is happening here. They always have a reason. So, again, very, very interesting. And I've been telling you guys, I feel like something's coming. A lot of sightings lately, a lot of just strange events, strange things happening out in space on other planets. Call me paranoid, but you guys have seen the same evidence that I have. And again, I will put the link to the official press release from DARPA down in the video description. And you take everything else I've talked about their telescope, and now this military control center, outer space control center, and you put the pieces together, and maybe you'll start to understand what they're up to, what they're really up to, and what is out in space that they're so concerned with within the last couple of years, and why they are wanting to create, as they stated in their press release, that they envision this system that would fuse information from diverse sources and vastly reduce the overall time required to make and execute decisions and observe results. And that was stated by Brad Tousley, the director of DARPA's Tactical Technology Office. And they're incorporating this 3D visualization technology that would present them complex information that would provide military commanders with unprecedented awareness and comprehension. So this is all about situational awareness that will give the U.S. a tactical edge, not just on the battlefield from space, but on the battlefield in space. And as you've been seeing in this image we've shown you, which is an artist impression of this next generation orbital asset control system provided by DARPA, I mean, this is some serious shit. I mean, this is some serious military space monitoring technology that they are putting their full attention. You know, it's not robots anymore. It's not any of the other stuff that they were working on. They're focusing on space. So what is it that is the reason for this focus, for this hyper focus, for this telescope, and for now this outer space command center that will allow them to quickly see things that are approaching Earth and act in a swift military response. So again, strange times indeed. Let me know what you guys think. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe on your way out. I really appreciate it. And as always, we'll see you back soon with much, much more. Stay safe, guys.